How can you use the inside story to supersize and grow your business? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today is inside story. This idiom's been around since probably people have been looking for the real information, the inside scoop, the personal experiences of people involved in a situation or a thing in order to know what really happened, what's really going on. A lot of times things happen in the world we don't even understand, much less the people that are uh, reporting on it and regurgitating things that they've heard. I always think of the media nowadays, and it's really interesting because I did want to go to journalism school. I actually, when I went to college, thought I was going to be a journalist, and that didn't last very long. Changed my mind. I think the first semester I was in college, and I'm very grateful that I did now because I wouldn't want to be a part of that profession. But inside story, the first newspapers, and I couldn't find an actual etymology of inside story itself, but I thought about, okay, well, when did it probably originate? Or people always been seeking the truth and the inside information and the gossip, right? The people that are in the know, but nowhere more so than in media and reporting and newspapers and things like that. So I looked up the history of the newspaper, which I probably knew a long time ago, but I didn't remember because I did work for one of the big newspaper chains, my second job out of college. And documentaries, movie industry, newspapers, reporting, media outlets, social media now talks about and uses inside story in their headlines a lot now. Why? Because it is the information that's not widely known outside of the people that were actually involved in the situation. So they're looking for sources, primary sources, people that were really involved in whatever the story is about. It's usually an explanation that isn't known to many people. It's kind of like secret information, the inside secret information of how things really work. And people love that, right? People love it when we are transparent in our businesses and we share how we do things, why we do things, who we're here to serve, and how we specifically serve that group of people. Newspapers started, apparently the first newspaper or type of news spreading source was from ancient Romans in 59 BC. That said BCE on the internet, but I'm going to admit I don't know what BCE means. So I'm going to look it up later today. But the first European newspapers, newspapers in the way and shape we think of them today, the first handwritten newspaper was in 1566. But in 1440, Johannes Gutenberg and the Gutenberg Press he was the first to invent a press that could duplicate things and could be changed in order to duplicate different things and print them out. So really newspapers have been around, and sharing news information and information and pamphlets and things like that, and printing has been around since the 1440s. So it's something that has impacted, of course, all of us who are alive today, but generations and generations of human beings. And we're naturally curious. We want to know what is really going on, not just what people say is going on, and how things are actually working. And so how do we use this to grow and build and supersize our business? Again, people love when they know who you are and what you stand for. And that's true of our organizations as well. And, love you, hate you. There's nothing really in between. People are going to hate you. People are going to love you, but they want to know who you are, what they can expect from your company, and how you're going to treat them. It's why we focus on creating a good customer experience for the people that we're here to serve. It's why we create information that differentiates and filters out the people that we want to serve, invites them in, but filters out the people that we're not here to work with and serve as we're building and growing and supersizing our business. So I'd love to know your experience with this particular idiom, the inside story. I'm sure I got lots of tales about this one, especially being in the newspaper industry for a handful of years. Lots of stories, back in the Desert Storm era was when I was in the media industry. So lots going on back then. Also having my kids, so it was a super busy time. But curious how you are going about sharing your inside story, sharing the workings. Some of the most successful media campaigns and ad campaigns we've seen are when organizations give an inside glimpse of a certain part of their processes and share that with people, a part of the process that usually everybody in the industry actually does, but they're the first to share it. And once they're the first to share it, they have a competitive advantage because they have been transparent and opened up and shared inside information, the inside story with potential customers and their current customers. And that gains trust and credibility for them that then their competitors or people that do a similar thing are running to catch up on. So love to know what you've used and how you share your inside story. Or are you, like most companies, super duper secretive and you think it's a competitive advantage so that nobody knows how things actually work in your business? All right, that's it. Have an awesome day. If I can help in any way, ask. Otherwise, of course, I'll be with you tomorrow. Another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to grow and build and supersize your business? Have a great day.